there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to show you how I made this really cool unicorn sculpture that is just made of paper. I love how it looks like it's just galloping through the wall, and it was really easy too, using a template from our sponsor, Origadream. These templates are very affordable. You can purchase them online, download them to your computer. They have meticulous step-by-step instructions, and you can print it out on your regular printer with 8.5 by 11 cardstock. You just cut the pieces apart, score them, and put them together. If that seems like a little bit too much work, you can order pre-cut and scored kits so that all you have to do is just fold and glue and be on your way. I think this would be a super fun idea for a themed birthday party or for a kid's room if you wanted to redecorate it in like an under the seam theme or a princess unicorn theme or any other theme, because they have tons of different animals to choose from. And for a limited time, I'll have a coupon code in the video description so you can save some money on your purchase. So without further ado, we're going to show you how we built this unicorn sculpture.
The first thing you're going to need to do is to print out all the pieces for your unicorn sculpture. I decided I would do the horn with a contrasting cardstock, and I did that in kind of a golden yellow color. After cutting it out, I used my scoring board and scoring tool to score on the lines of the template. Now the horn's a really great place to start because it's just a couple folds and you can get an idea of how it all goes together. So you've got a tab, you've got some tabs that you'll put adhesive on, and then you'll just make sure the numbers match where you put your points. Now there's only really one place to close it up here, so it gives you a nice idea on how it goes. Now you can do the body, mane, and horn different colors, or you can keep it all the same color. It's up to you. I recommend you use a 65-pound cardstock or so, which is generally what you get when you buy your cardstock in bulk packs at the craft store. You don't want anything too thin and flimsy. You wouldn't want to use a typing paper, but you don't want anything so thick that it's going to give you a hard time to get a nice crisp and clean fold. Be really careful when you cut everything out and when you score it, because the more accurate your scores and cuts are, the better off your finished project will be. So take your time on these steps. Now you're going to notice on each of the folding parts, you will see either a bigger dashed line or a smaller dashed line. The bigger dashed line is valley folds, meaning you fold them towards you, and the smaller dashed line are mountain folds, which means you fold them away from you. So everything is very meticulous on these templates. You'll see there's all kinds of little numbers on there. That is, it's your points of contact number, so you will always be matching a number to the same number. So if it says 325 on one piece, you look for that 325 on the other piece. As long as your numbers match, you are going to be in good shape. I recommend before you start to assemble your project that you pre-fold all of your pieces, and I recommend that you pre-tape the tabs if you can. This is really handy if you have someone to help you, because they can be adding the tape to the back of the tabs on all of the pieces and help you fold them up, so assembly is a little bit quicker. Your tape is always going to go on the back side of where you printed on those tabs, so you can keep that in mind as you're working. Scor-Tape was strong enough to hold the pieces, which I was really thankful for, because I tried some wet glue and it didn't work as well for me. Here you can see how tab 356 is going to glue to section 356. Just always keep those numbers lined up as you're working and you can't go wrong. I tried using some wet glue on these teeny weeny little tabs here because I didn't think I could get tape in there, but I discovered that even if your tape is too wide and it hangs over a bit on the inside, it doesn't matter, and having that quick grab of the Scor-Tape really helped a lot and was worthwhile over using the wet glue. Wet glue will work, but I just had so much better luck with the tape. Now, the directions that come with the kit are meticulous. They come in a long document, and I just opened mine up in my printer and I just went illustration to illustration, and it goes step by step. So make sure you follow the directions and you're going to have a really easy time with this, because each new piece will connect onto a piece you've already done. Like here for the snout, I am going to be putting piece 2B to 2A. Everything's numbered, and I mean, you really can't go wrong if you follow the directions. Don't get discouraged when you're starting off on this project, because I think getting these first couple pieces together are the most difficult because you don't have anything to hold on to yet. So just be patient. Once you get about 4 or 5 pieces together, it's going to go a lot easier and feel a lot more comfortable to work with. I'll make sure to type up these tips in the video description so you can check them out and remind yourself before you start this project the different things to keep in mind. For one, pre-cut, pre-score, pre-fold, and pre-tape your tabs, and you're going to have a much better and quicker process as you go along. But I thought it was also important to keep this first section of the video in real time so you can see about how long it's going to take you when you get started. It does start to go a lot faster, but I just wanted you to have a good idea of how the pieces go together, how the numbers match up, and what you can expect. Now let's go to the time-lapse version of this entire thing being put together so you can see it kind of build and grow as we glue the pieces on. I was lucky to have Jason help me with this project because two hands definitely make light work of this. You can see on the edge of my screen my computer keyboard there. That's because as I go to each different piece that I'm adding on to the sculpture, I am advancing the instructions so I can make sure that I've got the right numbered tab or right numbered piece, because every section has its own number, and then I can make sure I'm attaching it to the right number and my numbers are all matching up. So this is really meticulous as far as how it goes together. I really don't think you could go wrong as long as you're following the instructions. If you're just going number by number, or you want to do like a section at a time, like you want to do the main and then hook that on, that's kind of a mistake. You want to build it progressively, otherwise you could kind of back yourself into a corner. Now there were a few spots that were a bit tricky, I have to say. The mane and the points of the ears, anything that came to a point, I found to be the most challenging in this project. But anytime I got stuck, I would just look at the directions again, and that would get me out of whatever predicament I was in. I also found it was really helpful to find things from around my craft room that I could use to support the sculpture as I was working. Bird cages, barrels, anything like that, crates that I could rest the sculpture on as I was working was really helpful. The legs do go together by themselves, and then they hook on to the body. And there's also a cardboard support that you put in so that you can easily hang this and move it if you want to. So it's not going to be like directly adhered to your wall. It's got a nice support in there, which almost acts like an invisible frame that allows you to hang it up. And there you can see it looks fantastic. I was surprised at how sturdy it was when it was all done. And if unicorns aren't your thing, there are so many other different paper sculptures that you can make. There's both printable templates that you can order and download immediately, and there are ones that you can have mailed to that are already cut and folded. So it just depends on the amount of money you want to spend and the amount of time you want to put into this project. These are so well designed and well thought out. I have no idea how they could come up with these templates, but they are wonderful, and there truly is something for everyone. I think this would be so wonderful for a themed party or a kid's bedroom, or anytime you just want a whimsical decoration for your home. These are wonderful, and I hope you give them a try if that's something you think you may find interesting. Be sure to check out the video description, because I'll have a money-saving coupon code to Origadream in there for you, as well as links to the products that I used. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up before you go. Until next time, happy crafting.